Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It is, in fact, 7:15 a.m. on Wednesday, the 21st of November. And in my pocket, I always say pocket, but I mean to say just running around in my lap, I've had a little Dr. Snurf. I just brought him out of his cage, so he's tired. I woke him up. But he is an absolute sweetheart, of course, and today is hopefully going to be his last day. I mean, not forever and ever. I'll put him back over next to the wall. I like to hold their little tails. You're such cute, these stubby tails. But I'm going to put him back against the wall here, either tonight or tomorrow morning, and then he's going to have a couple days of not being bothered. So here we go, little guy. I know you want to go to safety and to your nest, so here. I'm going to put you into your nest again. Thank you. There you go. And I'll cover you back up again. And then I'll bring the lid back over so it's dark. And then hopefully he will just go back to sleep. He's a good... Choked to death on my own saliva and such. He's a good little guy. It's a good thing. Yay. Hamsters are awesome. I like all sorts of fuzzy creatures and critters, and there's all sorts of animals I would love to also have as pets. I mean, I'd love to actually have... I don't love guinea pigs. In fact, there's large parts about guinea pigs I don't like. I mean, for me, they're just a bit too big to be cute. I mean, I like the capybara and the nutria and all these various other types of really massive rodents. If you've never seen a nutria, they're actually a South American big rodent. They look like a large, I mean, huge guinea pig, as big as a dog. But it's modified, you know, it's got a neck and a head, and it's just a great big rodent, and they're actually good to eat. But they're big friendly rodents, as big as dogs, and they're friendly. Thumbs up for that. But there's those, and like I said, I don't love guinea pigs. They're not cute to me, but they are awesome creatures, and I like them, and I'd like to have a guinea pig. Well, two. They're social creatures, so getting just one is torture. Yeah, you need to have two. I like ferrets, but ferrets are kind of a problem in that you've got to be really, really careful. Your female ferret can die from going into heat, so... And apparently they got the real stank on them when they go into heat, and so, I mean, ferrets are awesome, and weasels are cute, and I like just, I can't remember the exact pronunciation. There's a type of colony creature, colony rodent. They live in colonies, but their tails, you have to be really careful because their tails will pop off. It's a survival thing, you know, when they're running and then something grabs them, instead of them dying, their tails fall off, and then they can keep going, and then they live, so you got to be careful not to pull their tails off. But they're very, very smart and very friendly and affectionate, and you just get a colony of these rodents, and you're good. Chinchillas are amazing too. Oh my gosh, they are so soft. And I have seen just some of these videos of chinchillas where they've had just standing, and they are just preening as somebody takes their brush and is just brushing the chinchilla. And when you can get even just a rodent or a rodent-like animal to appreciate the attention and all that, that's really awesome, because of course their first instinct is get the hell out of there and run for safety. So when you can break through that to where they don't worry, it's an awesome thing. That's why I think it is so cute and so awesome to see the trust from animals, smaller animals, when they'll like fall asleep in your hand or fall asleep in your pocket. That gesture of trust where they're breaking their instinct because they know they're safe, and so they fall asleep with you. That is just, like I say, such an expression of trust. It is just amazing and a good feeling. Last night I swapped out my sleep mask. Once a month you are supposed to take your sleep mask and your tubing, I think, And then, because I'm not sure about that one, to be honest now, because I have electric tubes for my sleep machine so that water doesn't accumulate in the tube from the moisture, because it's got a water tank and the air goes over the water and it goes then through the tube and into me, so it's not just dry. There is some humidity to the water that it's given, to the air that it's giving me. Because of that, it's an electronic tubing. It controls how hot and how cold you can make it, when it comes on and off. And so I don't know if you can just soak that, because it's got the gold circuit ends on them, because where they have to click in and then catch to connect the circuit. So, I mean, smart tubing, literally smart tubing. So I don't know if you can soak that, but you're supposed to soak your face mask part once a month in a water and vinegar solution to kill any colonies of microorganisms, whether they're viral or microbial or, you know, archaeon. You wouldn't have an archaeon in your face mask. There's like animal, vegetable, and all that, and then there's also another branch of life that's called the archaeon. It's little single cell things. They live in high extreme temperature places like deep underwater and all that. But it's another branch. They're not mammals, they're not plants, they're archaeons. And so they're kind of a weird thing, but it doesn't mean a thing. I just thought I'd mention it. But because of that, you don't want your mask colonized by microorganisms. Well, so last night I swapped my mask out. Got a new mask out of the bag, got a new tube, put the new tube and all that. So it's only been like, I don't think it's been a year since I changed my mask last time. I've never washed them since getting my new ones here. So at least it's clean. I'm going to take my old mask and I'm going to soak it in a high vinegar solution to wipe out anything that might be growing on it. Because I started thinking yesterday, going, you know, I'm wheezing all the time. I wonder if there's anything in my mask that's colonized. Because if it gets colonized, it's going to keep recolonizing me. So, new mask, new clean thing, going to soak the old one. Maybe that'll help me kind of unwheeze, and if I've got an infection that is causing the nodule, hey, maybe I can help clear that up. Hopefully. I am worried about my health, and on the one hand, it bothers me that it's been like, in some of these cases, like with my issues down below in the reproductive area, with the pain in my abdomen, and now in October, when we discovered the nodule in my lung, it bothers me that it's December when I'm getting the CAT scan, not CAT scans, you know, CT scans. Because if they are malignant, any one of these things, every day you don't take care of it is another day it's getting worse. And on the one hand, yeah, things are kind of moving slow, except for my nodule, because I've had many chest x-rays through the VA up until this last one I had, and everything was clear until October, when it wasn't. So that could be moving kind of quick. Could be infection, could be anything. We are having the CT scan. It's just sometimes between detection and all that, it's really, really fast. One of the things that I was thinking about last night on my walkies was one of the people I worked with when I lived in Bellingham was this crazy person. I can't even remember her name at the moment, and this is awful because it's the person I'm telling the story about. But it was 18 years ago that I worked there and worked with her. But I worked with her there, and then my drinking, and so I quit working, and then I went into rehab. So that was the last time I saw a lot of the people there. But afterward, well, not afterward, before that, I had also taken some sign language classes with her, because nuts as she was, she had a heart as big as all outdoors. And she really, really, really wanted to learn sign language so she could work with deaf kids. So I went into rehab, in Spokane, Washington for 2 months. And when I came back, she was gone. Not moved away. She was dead and buried. In the 2 months that I was gone, they found her pancreatic cancer. She declined and died. So while I was gone, it all happened. While I was still in town, nobody knew. And when I got back, she was gone. So I couldn't even say goodbye. I remember her name, though. Her name was Marilyn, so thumbs up for that. Ah! Damn it. Now I can feel my throat tightening up. I'm able to think about and remember a lot more about my past. And sometimes, because I was drinking so much at the time... Oh, my shirt's all off kilter. Because I was drinking so much at the time, I could not feel a lot. And a lot of things I have been revisiting in my mind mentally and then feeling them again to see what's happening, because I couldn't at the time. I was numb. So I find myself now revisiting to actually feel through recollection. Thumbs up for that. Healthy? Unhealthy? I don't know. I don't do it a lot, but occasionally it happens, so. But I've gotten better since going to therapy. I mean, even a year and a half ago, just remembering that, I would have been in tears and unable to go any further. So I am getting better. I am recovering. Grief, mourning, sadness, to a small degree, regret. These are all normal things that you can and should feel when you lose someone or even something. It's loss. Whether it is a person, a pet, or an object, you still feel grief and mourning, sadness. You should only feel regret to some small degree. You cannot let regret consume you. Yes, there are going to be things you regret. We're human. Even though I did my damnedest when I was married during my 12-year marriage to my wife Jennifer, there are a lot of things that I regret because I wish I had said something, but at the time I wasn't able to. I wish I had not done certain things. At the time, because of the pressures, I had to do things that I did. I wish I could explain to Jennifer certain things, but I can't, so I regret these. At the same time, guilt, unless you are actually guilty of something, like, did you drive over this person? Well, yeah. Did you mean to? No, I lost control of my vehicle because something came through the window. Not your fault. Feel grief, mourning, sadness, and regret for what you've done, but guilt, it wasn't your fault. So all the things in my life that I have actual no guilt for, I've got to fight real hard not to feel guilt for. And that's tough because it's human. Especially here in the United States, where we don't know how to really healthily express a lot of our emotions. We have guilt. I was going to say greed and all that. We have guilt mixed up with sadness, and it shouldn't be. Because unless you are actually guilty, it's like, yeah, I killed her. Or, yeah, I drove into this place and I did. Yeah, I stole this. Yeah, I did. Unless you did this thing, you got nothing to feel guilty for. Guilt, when it's undeserved, is not a good thing. And you've got to take that out. Sadness, some regret, grief, mourning, all proper and good. But unless you should feel guilty, don't. That was one of the big things that hurt so much. I felt so much guilt. But there was no reason. Because I did my darndest, and the thing is, every once in a while when I start thinking about, oh, I should have done this or that, I gotta remember, my wife was very, very smart. And she knew. She knew. She knew. So it's a very good thing. So I haven't really talked about anything that I wanted to talk about, but that's okay. I'm going to open up and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments on my community tab. I'm opening up 24 hours, have opened up 24 hours. So I'm going to thank those 20 to 25 people. It is 20 to 25 as a range because with my fibromyalgia, depression, and I tank up on THC before every time I turn on my webcam, it's hard to remember things. So I'm going to get lost most likely. And if I do, I'm sorry. I count in American Sign Language though to help me keep my counting straight. If I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We do our best sometimes, depending on who you're talking to. A lot of us really, really try. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you've left a comment. Thank you very much. I'm not, as stated, reading them right now. I'm just thanking you. I'm going to read as many as I can afterward. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can. I spend a lot of time in the comments, but I literally can't answer them all. I spend hours in there now, and I still only answer a fraction. But I do my best. So calling up Chrome. We have W.S. Choi. Thank you very, very much. And Faisal Albatashi. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very much. And Hjalti Gunnar. Thank you very much. Shaloli K, greatly appreciated. And Chef J Blue, good to see you in the comments. H9 Marley, thank you very, very much. Nicholas Paquette, greatly appreciated. Zenny110, greatly appreciated. Tinfoil Hat, heck of a name, I like that one. John Burrett, greatly appreciated. And Kathy Kisscat, good to see you in the comments, thumbs up. Derek, thumbs up and thank you. Ultimate Mike Tron, greatly appreciated. OP McNuggets. I like the name. Thank you very, very much. RIPXXX. Yes, indeed. I was very sad when I heard on the news 30 minutes after X had been murdered about it. So, oh, that was not a good day. And Crisco, thank you very, very much. Axe Loki, thumbs up and thank you. Gustavo Patucci, thank you very, very much. I_Jones, FKA Marvel _Jones, thank you very, very much. And Nadira Ali, thank you very much. Bacchus Lito, is that one? I'm going to go with 2. Thank you very, very much. And MIL_09, thank you very, very much. Abdul Remain Murtaza? I know I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. And last but not least, El Churro. Thank you very, very much, each and every one of you. Greatly appreciated. I'm getting a lot better. A lot better. The inside of my head is not nearly as scary as it used to be, but I'm only at 25% capacity of non-depression and non-horror inside of here. So I'm getting there. I'm 1,000% better. Thank you all so very much. Therapy has been one of the big things that helped me, but I never would have gotten to this stage of being able to go to therapy if it hadn't been for each and every one of you watching. My channel has been central to my recovery, and I would be nowhere if it weren't for each and every one of you watching. Thank you to no end. I almost died after my wife died. I had given up, and in terror, absolute terror, I made a channel because it was the only lifeline I could see. And it got me out of my head. Thank you. I am alive because of this channel. And I appreciate that to no end. Thank you. If you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, many people have. I've gotten about $80 some odd in GoFundMe campaign contributions so far. And I do have Patreon.com patrons like these beautiful and awesome people here. I really need as much help as I can get. If you can help, please. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, quite honestly, and thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. And if you could smash that like and hit that bell. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until the end of time if you do. And hopefully my end of time will be more than just a month or 2. We're going to hopefully have a ration video, hopefully a game video from a game channel, hopefully live streaming soon. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.